Hello, my name is Rafael Estrada. I'm a residential collections driver with the city of Albuquerque, and this is my 2021 Pre-Management Development Program final project presentation. The major problem we encounter at the city of Albuquerque Solid Waste Management Department is the illegal use, theft, and mix-up of our garbage containers. There's problematic areas throughout the city where customers have figured out that our way to keep track of containers that's inefficient. They acquire these containers from vacant homes or just take one from another neighborhood and use it as their own without paying for the extra service. Also, during wind season, the department faces a mix-up when all containers are blown by the wind. Customers are unable to identify which container is theirs and can take the opportunity to steal an extra container and use it. Our current system of keeping track consists of a 9-digit serial number and a small lettering printed on the front of the container. The driver can call dispatch and provide serial number to identify where the barrel belongs. This method can be time consuming and can saturate our dispatchers with calls, knowing if they're legitimate or not. The issue then results in wear and tear of the equipment, lost revenue for the extra service, and replacement of containers where they got stolen from. Drivers should be able to quickly identify containers en route, know if containers are paying for extra service, and decline service if a container is stolen. As you can see in these pictures here, the mix up there and all the unidentifiable containers. So we driver can't tell which goes where. The process to identifying the containers consists of driver obtains garbage cart serial number from property in question. Most accounts only have one cart for service, but some may pay for two. While en route, drivers call dispatch to inquire validity of garbage cart. Dispatch determines the number of garbage carts being paid for and lets driver know the information. Cart is illegally being used. Dispatch writes up a field activity with an automation crew for recovery of cart. If cart is legitimate, dispatch writes up a field activity with automation crew to have a sticker placed on barrel that lets driver know if it's legitimate. Automation crew goes out 2 to 3 weeks after on the day of service to recover the cart. Sometimes unsuccessful due to the customers hiding the cart. Also, if a different driver is servicing the route for the day, there's no notes and is unaware of the illegal cart being used. Some of our research from July 1st of 2020 to June 1st of 2021, there were over 2,000 complaints filed with our service department and 311. 2,000 carts were missing for that fiscal year. It cost the city $53.10 for each container that we purchased. If we multiply that by 2,000 that were missing for that year, comes to over $100,000. Not only that, we are missing loss of revenue because those containers that were stolen are now being used to obtain free service. So an additional cart costs an additional service for a cart costs the customer $8.07. If we multiply that by 2,000 being out there, comes to over $16,000 and gives us a total of $122,340 of lost revenue for service and containers being replaced. Those 2,000 carts also create an additional 2.5 routes. There's usually about 800 containers on We pick up an average of 800 containers per day on one route. So having an extra 2,000 creates an additional 2.5 routes, which accumulates other costs like diesel. Through my study and research, I found out that it costs an average of $300 per week for fuel for that year. Also, costs an extra $500 a month in maintenance to the vehicle. Not only, and it also costs about 20 hours of labor that we had to pay our drivers at a rate of $19.36 per hour. All these numbers combined, the extra maintenance and the labor costs, is costing the city $41,734. So adding both of these numbers, it is costing the city $164,000 and $164,074 cost the city per year. This issue with the illegal theft and use of these extra containers. As far as our feedback throughout the department has been nothing but positive. I interviewed some of the drivers. They're tired of the extra work. These barrels bring extra workload. Supervisors want to minimize the amount of complaints caused by it. And our director, Matthew Whelan, wants something done about it and is given full support and resources to see our project go through. And this interesting exercise we did in our class was trying to find out some of these reasons why people are taking these containers. So through some interviews with some of our drivers, we came up with lack of consequences, no policy against stealing our barrels, no fines, no accountability. Also the cost, something to do with budget being expensive, easy to steal. It's just an opportunity out there, culture, poverty. Also the management of the containers isn't being very efficient. No repercussions. COVID-19 maybe something to do with it. Educating our customers, letting them know that there's other ways to manage the extra garbage that they have. For example, going to our convenience centers or easily paying for an extra service. And in this exercise, we asked the 5 whys, call the 5 whys. Why are containers easy to steal? Well, because they're easy to steal. Why are they easy to steal? Hard to keep track of. No repercussions. Why are they harder to keep track of and no repercussions? Well, long serial numbers. It takes a long time with dispatch, and they could also get flooded by no fines. Why doesn't our dispatch has? Why does only our dispatch has access to them? Well, not managed well, no billing lists to identify barrels, no city ordinance. And then our last one would be why no billing list, no city ordinance. There's no system, no procedure in place for accurate billing, no ordinance because the issue hasn't been brought up. Another one of our whys was our education. Why don't people want to pay for the extra service? They don't know how easy it is and affordable to pay for an extra barrel instead of just taking one, or how convenient it is to take them to the convenient dump centers. And why don't they know that? Well, they don't take time to investigate if the city doesn't make an effort to educate people on city services. And why is that? Well, it takes too much time and the city's educational methods are ineffective. Why? They send out news and resources via mail and bills, and people hardly read them. Maybe they could use a little bit more social media. And the last of our whys is our cost. Why do people still have illegal barrels? Well, could be they want to pay for the extra service instead of still barrel. Why? People are cheap and they feel entitled. Why? Um, some maybe cultural and educational motive. Why pay when they can get it for free, no repercussions? Why is that? As a culture, we're losing the concept of right and wrong, and we're living in a careless society. Why? Well, our lack of education, decline as a society, and no fear of consequences. It was a really interesting exercise to find out some of the reasons why barrels are taken. So we service over 180,000 accounts per week, and it'll be difficult to try to take care of the problem at once. We visible projects. What we did was we started with the normal route. It looks like this, about 800 containers. Got an update in billing days, so we know who's paying for what better goes where. And one of our ideas was to clean this route up and come up with a pilot program to try to identify uh, what barrel was where, or the driver could know if there was a illegal barrel somewhere. Get some ideas around. But our project took a little bit of a turn in July 2021, 4 months ago. The city of Albuquerque rolled out a software upgrade called Routeware software, which consists of a tablet installed inside the cab for the driver, where he can see the updating list. There's cameras installed all over the truck where uh, the driver can take pictures, uh, driver can write up an account if there was something wrong or something missing. And this was all part of a $4 million Routeware software. And we found a solution within the upgrade that eliminated a lot of our problems. The software, like I said, consists of a tablet installed inside the truck, where the truck can record and have picture taking capabilities, and has route uploaded, and gives the driver all the billing information showing what accounts are being paid for, how many barrels are legitimate. It also has a barrel VIN number for each account, and the driver quickly identify what barrels belong. The driver can then reject service, and also take pictures, touch the button. When the driver comes across an illegal barrel, he make notes, take pictures, and forward that to supervisors via email, and they could recover the barrel and avoid the loss to the developer. It's extremely beneficial to have that information at hand for the driver. And it eliminates flooding dispatcher calls. Everything is within reach for the driver, and he avoids time loss on his route. Another great benefit of this software will be that drivers will now have proof against overloaded barrels and things that are out of compliance, because now all they have to do is snap a picture, which can then be used when there's a complaint from the customer. Therefore, the city of Albuquerque will not be held accountable. Part of my evaluation and research on the software, I will recommend the city of Albuquerque recycling program. Consider using camera recording and picture capabilities when closing accounts for contaminating recyclables and trash and other non-recyclable items. The software has been out for live about 4 months, and the whole evaluation of at least a year, then we can compare the numbers from the year before and make adjustments as needed. Here's what our Routeware software looks like. This is the picture of a tablet that's inside a cab hanging, and it's a driver's vision where we can see addresses, we can see how many barrels we pay for, we can skip barrels, different reasons, take pictures, we can send emails. We have full control in this tablet to service only what the customer is paying for. It's really, really handy. Well, this concludes my video. Thank you so much for paying attention, listening to it. I will be working closely with the director for the next year to evaluate this software. We don't have any information on it because it's so new. So I will be working with them directly to evaluate it and to see how efficient this service, this software is, and how valuable to the city of Albuquerque. Once again, my name is Rafael Estrada, and this was my PMDP 2021 final project presentation. Thank you.